Hello, friends. Welcome to yet another episode of Tea Talk with Owen. My name is Owen Fernandez, and I wish you a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are. It is June 24th, 2021, and we are on episode 16, which means to say that we have completed 2 full months. But I'm so excited because there are yet another 10 months of my commitment to come up every Tuesday and every Thursday for about 20 to 25 minutes on Tea Talks with Owen. So, from wherever you are listening or wherever you are watching, please let us know in the chat box where you are watching from. As you can see, I'm all pumped up today because this topic that I have chosen today is something very close to my heart. In fact, I've been doing it on a regular basis for the last 15 years. Today's episode focuses on the theme of how to discover your true purpose. Friends, I'm so excited and I would like to have your undivided attention for the next 20 to 25 minutes. So if there is a person on the call who knows perfectly his or her purpose, just go to the chat box and tell me whether you're confident, yes or no. Millions and millions of people are struggling to find their true purpose. Why do I say that? I say that because for many of us, friends, life just happens. Life just happens to us. We don't make life happen. Why? Because we don't ask tough questions. We don't check our minds, our thoughts, and then we don't even control our behaviors. We just go about life. There is a very profound statement which I would like to quote from Carl Jung. He said that until and unless you make the unconscious conscious, I repeat, until and unless you make the unconscious conscious, you would just go about life calling it fate. Now, here I have to mention that there are two previous episodes that are connected to this episode, how to discover your true purpose. So, just in case you are here for the first time and you must have missed the previous 15 episodes, no worries. You can go to my YouTube channel and then you can find all these episodes. But if you want to make this episode a little bit more meaningful, I would like to request you to go to episode number 2, where I was talking about the 5 important questions of life, which concerned about identity, about hereditary, about purpose, about potential, and of course about destiny. And the second episode, which is very strongly connected to this particular episode, is episode number 12, wherein which I compared a peanut and its potential. And I came to a conclusion that we are far more better than peanuts. Friends, in the last 15 to 16 years, as I am in the field of psychometrics and in the field of people and personal development, most of the questions that I have been put to in various forms and in various seminars all over the world is, Owen, how do we find our purpose? Another question that haunts people is, what on earth am I here for? This is one question every person asks at some point in their life. Now, friends, not knowing your purpose can be confusing and frustrating. Now, I'm speaking from my own experience. I know I have been there at some point of time. On the other hand, knowing your purpose could easily propel you to a place of living your full potential. Now, how good is that? Because there is a direct connection between your potential and your purpose. All of us, I say all human beings, have got a gift within themselves. The fact that they go without knowing is actually a pity, because if you look within yourself, you will find your win. Also, your purpose will provide you for your needs. So you don't have to spend your life doing work that you despise. And this is exactly what we spoke about on Tuesday when we talked about, is it possible to to introduce a sense of play at work. Friends, it's all about alignment. The day you find yourself aligned to your potential, to your personality, to your functionality, that is the day when you will catch up speed, and your results will show. So, thanks for being on the call. Grab a cup of tea or coffee, take a comfortable seat, and relax as I take you deeper into this topic, episode 16, how to discover your true purpose. Now, here, friends, if you must have seen or noted, or if you must have observed, there are two words that I have used when deciding the topic for today. The first word is discovery. So just let me have a look at the chat today. Yes, Peter is saying hello. Oh, Jill from Melbourne. Welcome, Jill. And of course, my good friend Winnie from New York. Wonderful. Thanks for being on the call. Now, if you have observed the topic closely, I have used two very important words. The first word is discovery. Now, if you see in books and if you see on forums and even if you see speakers, they talk about find your purpose, find your purpose, find your purpose, as though the word find basically is related to something that you're using, that something is lost. Friends, life is a journey. It's not a destination. Now, when you talk about the word discovery, you have to understand that it is an act, mostly intentional, of uncovering, discover, uncovering, or revealing something, some sort of a revelation. Now, discover and finding, though it could be used interchangeably, are totally different. And for the topic of purpose, I would like to use the word discover rather than find purpose. You discover your purpose, you discover your potential. Now, when you use the word find, it means that something is lost, and in most situations, because people lack self awareness, they look on the outside rather than look on the inside. So, the first word that I have used and I would like you to focus on is the word discover. And the second word, my friends, is true purpose. I've added the word true. Now, the second word that I have chosen, true, is on intentionally. Why? Because it's just not simply purpose. There are two kinds of purposes. The first one is a seasonal purpose, and the second one is a life purpose. Now, what do you mean by seasonal purpose? We all know that every year has got seasons: spring, summer, autumn, winter. So, in the same way, you could have a daily purpose, a monthly purpose, a weekly purpose, a yearly purpose, a 5 yearly purpose. Right now, I'm having a purpose to come online, to continue coming online for the next 104 episodes, for the next 52 weeks, every Tuesday, every Thursday. So once I am done, a small portion of my purpose is over. But apart from seasonal purpose, there is something also called life purpose. Friends, you and I know that there are distinct cycles of life. Now, as you grow from a baby to an old person, from birth to death, those are called the phases of life. The only difference is that in a year's cycle, just in case if you miss any, for example, you miss an episode, you can wait for the next one. But in the cycle of life, your season occurs only once, and you cannot afford to waste any of them. So, needless to say, there are two kinds of purpose. So, let your true purpose be your life purpose. Among all the purposes, life purpose is the most important as we see fulfillment from the perspective of our overall life. Now, you see, the point is that we have got spring, summer, autumn, winter. We have got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We've got week 1, week 2, week 3, week 52. Those are the seasonal purposes that we go around doing things. But what about our life purpose? Now, we have touched two things here. We have touched life cycle and we have touched life purpose. Now, discovering true life purpose, I say, is divine. Not all get it. As I said, life happens to people. They don't make life happen. Why? Because they do not look within, they do not look for a purpose. They just go about life. Discovering life purpose is divine, and there is a spiritual aspect to it. Now, when I'm talking about a spiritual aspect, I'm not talking about religion here. So we need to see life holistically. Now, you may ask a question, Owen, what does it mean to see life holistically? And I'll just share with you a pictorial graphic about what exactly it is. I did mention in episode 2 that human beings are complex. We are spiritual beings living in a physical body for a specific amount of time and being gifted with an intellect, which is the seat of the mind and soul. So we have spirit, we have body, and then we have the intellect. Now, when you look at life, there are 6 dimensions to life, and we need to balance out these dimensions in harmony. Now, what are the 6 dimensions? I'll start with the physical. We've got a body, we need to take care of it. Our body has needs. Then there is the second aspect. We have also got a mind that talks about the intellectual part of our existence, where we process thoughts, we come out with creative ideas, and so on and so forth. Then there is an emotional side to us, and we all know that we are a bunch of emotions continuously vibrating different kinds of energy, which is called emotion, energy in motion. We feel sad, we feel happy, we feel tired, we feel refreshed. And then there is another aspect, that we are not an island. We are basically social beings. So we need social interactions, we need relationships, we need family. Then, of course, we need money, the financial part of it, to pay for our expenses, to pay for our needs and our wants. And of course, there is another aspect to it, which is the spiritual part of it. Now, you see, the point is that there are 6 axis of human fulfillment, and if you see and if you interconnect it with those 3 dimensions that human beings have, you will find out a very strong correlation. The spirit part of us is connected to the spiritual part of us. The intellect part of us is connected to the mental and the emotional part of us. The physical part is connected to the finance, to the social, and of course to the physical body. Now, when you put all this thing into perspective, you would need to know that the purpose of your existence is to be fulfilled in all these 6 axes. And this is what I meant by holistic life cycle. You just cannot ignore. Now, with this in mind, let us talk about how do we discover our purpose. Friends, if you, while having tea or coffee or any drink, if you have a piece of paper and a pen, I would like you to take a little bit of notes, or maybe just use your mobile gadgets to take a shot of what exactly you see on the screen. Now, when you're talking about human fulfillment, you have to understand that it all starts with passion. Passion, according to me, must come out before purpose. Now, there are people who argue that it is also possible that you could discover your purpose before and then get passionate about it. Now, most of them give us an example of a mother. Now, once she sees the purpose of raising a child, she could be passionate about it. It is usually after the birth of the first child. But here, I believe that you need to be passionate about something. And from where does your passion come from? Ask yourself these questions. What makes you to smile? What makes you happy? And then find out what is the reason for that. Or alternatively, you could ask this question: what makes you sad and angry? Why? And what are you doing about it? Now, passion is mostly connected to your gift. Now, as I said before, according to me, GIFT is God instilled functional talent. And there the spiritual part of it comes. And I can show it to you. Why? Because I've been using psychometrics for the last 15 years and I have assessed thousands and thousands of people in corporate as well as in normal living. They've come to me saying that, Owen, I'm unhappy. Owen, I've got all the physical needs that I have, but still I'm not fulfilled. That's because they do not have clarity of purpose. Gift, God inspired functional talent is in you. It is in your DNA. A good, loving, perfect, and abundant God would not send you to this world just to die. He has given gifts to human beings. Now, when you're talking about gifts, how do you know that? You will be good at it. You will get an opportunity to use it and you will love to do it. So, the first thing is look out for what instills passion in you. And the biggest indicator is you need to love it long term. Now, even if you love it for a short term, be sure that it is a seasonal purpose. Now, we are talking about life purpose holistically. Passion, love it. Now, just simply loving it will not give you bread, butter, jam, milk, or honey. You need to know, does the world need what you're offering? And that should be your mission. Your mission should mean to say, oh, I've got something to give it to the world. Does the world need it? Now, if the world does not need it, it could just be your hobby. That may not necessarily give you provision over a long period of time. So you need to have passion. You need to love what you do, and what you do, the world also should need it. And then whatever you give to the world, if the world needs it, you also need to know that you need to get paid for it. So it might start small, and your gift, your talent, your potential is something that you have. You need to make it better over a period of time. So you need to get good in order to attract and make your gift something of a value that the world needs it. And if you continuously get better and better and better and sharpen your skills, your talents, your potential, your gifts, suddenly you can make it as your profession. Why? Because you are good at it. So look at the sequence that unfolds. It starts with passion. Then you have a mission to deliver what you are good at to the world that needs it. That means adding value. And when the world needs it and you're adding value, it means to say that they are ready to pay you something. It may not start big. And as you get better and as you add more value and as the gifts are seen and as the gifts keep on unfolding, coming from the source within you, suddenly you will find out that you're no longer chasing money. In fact, you're attracting money. Why? Because you are right in the center of your purpose. You're right in the center of using your gift, which could be, that means your personality, your functionality are completely aligned. And then you become a natural person and you would enjoy doing it for long periods of time. So, where do you see this purpose? The purpose, as the Japanese people call as ikigai, is at the center where the four concentric circles meet. I call it as the bullseye of your life. Now, it took a long time for me to come to this point as you see me now. There are hundreds and thousands of friends that know me. They knew that I was basically in the corporate world. I was in supply chain. And today I'm in people development. I came to know something within me that I am not aligned to the purpose of God's calling on my life. The seat of emotion, the soul, is always looking to expand and express itself naturally. Your gift will make provision for you. And if you get good at you might stand before people who are simply ready to pay for your services because you are adding value to their lives. So then, once you know your sweet spot, once you know the ikigai of your life, once you know that you are passionate about something, the world needs it, okay, you're getting better at it, you're adding value to people, and people are ready to pay for it, and now you can make it as a profession. Now, anything and everything that you do should basically come out from that concentric point outwards. So it should come from inside out continuously. Every activity that you do should come out from the intention of your purpose. Like, for example, today I'm doing this is an activity. Yes, it's a professional activity. I'm trying to add value to the lives of people who would come online someday, or who would go to my YouTube channel and watch some of my videos and could be benefited from that. Now, I also do play, I also do watch movies. Also, why? Because life has got six axes, and I need to entertain myself. I need to have recreation. I need to have what you call rest. It's all a part so that I can be more what you call passionate about the work that I do, so that I could be in alignment to my purpose. Now, when you see this coming out right from the core of your being, that is what I call vision. So, in your overall vision of life, friends, ask yourself whether you are passionate about doing something. The mission could change, but the vision shouldn't. Now, there are people who have given up on their visions to start something new. But I tell you, don't give up, because when you strike alignment, it comes natural. Yes, I do prepare for all these episodes. It takes me around 3.5 hours to 4 hours, but I love doing it. I simply love doing it. So there you see the vision that you have is very important, and it should be connected to your purpose. Your purpose should be at the center of your vision. And that's the reason why clarity of purpose is so very important. Every activity, everything that you do should come from a clarity of purpose. It should be connected to your purpose. So, passion, mission, vocation, and profession. Ask yourself this question today: or give yourself an assignment to discover what you truly love, which is passion. Now, just in case if you're struggling, connect with me, please, because this is my purpose: to serve you, to help you, to show your purpose, to show your gifts. And the science of psychometry will perfectly, almost 100%, help you discover your true self. In fact, I have a 2-day workshop wherein which I work with a set of 12 to 15 people in a closed room setting, helping them to discover their potential and find alignment in their life. So discover what you truly love, passion. Discover what you're good at. Look within yourself. What are you good at? What comes naturally to you? Where can you get the opportunity to show what you are? Gift, potential, talent. Give yourself assignment number 3 today. Discover how you can serve people that you care for deeply. Connect emotionally. We've got the head, the heart, and the hands. They have to be in alignment. How can you serve people that you care for deeply? Connect with them emotionally. Let this be your mission. Again, connected to your purpose. Assign yourself another task. Discover the need that they have by observing and listening to them. And then you can meet their need and add value to their lives. Then every day in the morning, you get up with an energy that is indescribable. You have a new opportunity to serve people, to showcase your gift, to help them in their need. Why? Because you truly love and are passionate about it. And slowly over a period of time, you're going to get better and better and better and better. Check me out. By the time I finish 52 or 60 episodes, I'm going to get better and better and better. We talked about facing our fears. We talked about overcoming obstacles. Now, friends, give yourself these three assignments to discover your true love. Discover what you're good at. Discover how you can serve people that you care for deeply. How can you connect with them emotionally? Make that a mission. Discover the need that they have by observing and listening so that you could meet and add value to their lives. Now, listen to this very carefully. If you get 1 out of 4, your work is satisfying. If you get 2 out of 4, your work is successful. If you get 3 out of 4, your work is fulfilling. And if you get 4 out of 4, your work is significant, which means to say that people will miss you when you hit the grave. People will look out and you will basically leave a void or a legacy which makes life more meaningful. So, in closing, I have this to say. I quote Viktor Frankl here, who said that life is never made unbearable by circumstances. Now, here, if you read this again, you will come to an understanding that there are so many people who are miserable, not finding purpose, not finding meaning, continuously dissatisfied, ungrateful, unhappy. Life is never made unbearable by circumstances, but only by lack of meaning and purpose. By lack and meaning and purpose. Friends, what is ticking away is not time. I repeat, what is ticking away is not time, but your life. As I said, we've got a limited amount of time in this world. Nobody knows when we are off. What is ticking away is not time, but your life. Make it count. Start today. Question yourself. Dig deep within yourself. What is it that makes you happy? What is it that makes you smile? How can you keep that for a long period of time? What makes you sad? What makes you angry? What are the things you're ready to do in order to make things better? That's your passion. Make it a mission. Start now. Over a period of time, you will get better and better. The meaning of life, friends, the meaning of life is to find your gift. And just in case, if you're struggling, I raise my hand up here to help you. The meaning of life is to find your gift, and the purpose of life is to give it away. I repeat, the meaning of life is to find your gift, and the purpose of life is to give it away. Thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, please comment and share. Also, you could go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to it. Just in case, if you want to send me a mail or contact me, go to my website, www.ovenfernandez.com, or simply shoot a mail to me at oven@ovenfernandez.com. Remember, the win is always within you. I'm here to help you be victorious. I believe in you, and together we can. Thanks once again for watching. See you on the next episode of Tea Time with Oven. Stay safe and stay well.